Hey, Tony Gasson here. You know what? With my videos, I don't really do too much planning because I want it to be authentic. I need to be able to flow. I'm not an actor. So a lot of people, they need to rehearse and they need to have it written down. I can't do all of that because it'll just kill my personality because I am an introvert by nature. So I got this comment today and YouTube felt the need to send it to me. They don't send me all of them. But it's on the video I did, 5 signs he's in love with you. For one, that video, you got to understand it's going to be holes in it because it's only 20 minutes long. Everything I talk about could be a 4-hour seminar, okay? A full day seminar. I could do a whole retreat on the stuff I talk about. So for me, if I do something 20 minutes, it ain't nowhere near fully fleshed out as it need to be. For some people, that's too long. They can't talk 10 minutes on love and relationships because it's not what they do. But this is what I do all day, every day. So understand that. Now the next thing what I realized that y'all don't understand, because the young lady, she wrote, she said, I agree, except. You don't agree then, talking about except I would say these are signs he loves you, i.e. knows how to demonstrate and give love rather than being in love. Being in love to me always sounds like something fleeting and tied to an emotional state. See, that's the thing. It's to you. And it's what it sounds like. And you are a woman. And you are thinking like a woman. Because you don't know men. And because you are not a man. So what you have to understand is that when I'm talking from a male perspective. So you're never fully going to understand it. You just have to respect it. So wisdom is respecting what somebody is telling you and knowing that you can't know fully what they're talking about. If a woman tells me, and she just like my wife, she the same personality as my wife, and she tell me something about women that's like my wife, all I could do is respect what she telling me because I'm not a woman. If my wife tell me something about women, all I could do is respect and try to hear and understand what she's saying because I'm not a woman. So the thing what a lot of women get confused is that being in love for a man is not something fleeting and tied to an emotional state. It may be that for a woman, but in love for a man is the deepest state of love a man will ever experience. And when a man is in love, it is nowhere near fleeting because he will never fall out of love. See, what you got to realize is when you fall out of love, you were never in love. See, that was lust that you called love. Because when you experience real love, and you have to understand this is coming from a man who is married and going on 14 years of marriage. I can now say in my life, I am in love. Let me help you understand what this looks like. Being in love with my wife. I want her to have every single thing that a woman can have. I want her to have everything that money can't buy and everything that money can buy. And if I see another woman who has something that my wife does not have, be it material or not, I want my wife to have that. Because I don't want another woman to experience life on a higher level than my wife. I want her to have it all. My wife, her way is my highway. It's not her way or the highway. Her way is my highway. Being in love, I understand and respect her mind. I don't argue with her because I know she knows. Because I know a woman sees the world differently than a man. So although I am quote unquote the head of the household, as they would say, I give my wife the final decision. So in essence, you would say she is the head of the household. But the reason why is because I understand as a woman, she is more emotionally intelligent than me. I understand that as a woman, she can feel emotions. She can sense the temperature in the room. She can assess the situation better than me. So where I know in situations, I will slap the teeth out of a man's mouth. I know in situations I will shoot and kill a man without thinking about it. I know in situations I will flip tables, bust windows, and go off. I know that she has more emotional intelligence than me. I know that I may not care about people's feelings as much as she does because she has something in her brain that allows her to hear a baby crying in the middle of the night when I may snore right through it. Let me tell you something about my wife. When she falls asleep, and she doesn't snore, if she's getting breathing heavy and I will sit like this. And I'm on the phone. I'm reading, I'm studying because I'm better at night because everything is quiet. My whole family is resting. My bills are paid. I know they're safe. They're taken care of. If I hear a noise outside, I grab my gun if I need to. And I'm in my underwears and I'm going to the window and I'm looking out. I'm trying to see if somebody know my name and they done Google the address and they done seen a few addresses for my name and they done come to one and they think they finna get lucky. And they know, no, when you come in my house, you finna lose your life. And so, but they don't know that yet. But I'm ready. And I'm sitting there and I'm on edge. Last night I was up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was just thinking and I was pondering and I was going through and I'm doing good today. I feel good. Woke up at 8 o'clock this morning. You don't need a whole lot of rest when you with God. And then sometimes I got to get me a little extra rest and I'll sleep in. I slept in the other day. But my wife, she sit there and she sleep and I sit still. Because if I roll this side, her breathing goes from the heavy breathing of a deep sleep to it wakes her up. Because it's something in the woman's brain that when you are a caretaker, when you are a nurturer, when you are a giver. So I understand that's attributes that I do not have. I understand that when I fall asleep, you got to hit me in the head with a brick to wake me up. She get up, go to the bathroom, wash her face, brush her teeth, shower, come out, walk in front of the bed, walk right beside me on the bed. Her closet sit right here by my bed. She got to go in there, in her closet, and get dressed, and I don't hear any of it. See, we different. So I say when somebody is this sensitive to the needs of others, that if I move in the bed, it wakes her up. If I snore, it wakes her up. So I understand my wife different. Every woman ain't like this now. Every woman ain't like this. Because my security guard snore like a bear hibernating, and he got a wife and 2 daughters and a son. And when they little babies, they sleep in the room. I ask him, I say, how in the world do your wife and their baby sleep in the room with you? He's like, I don't know, they do it. And I ain't never heard his wife complain about it. My wife, if I'm snoring, she let me know the next day, you snore, I could not sleep last night. The way her brain is, she can't sleep if it's noise, a lot of noise. So guess what? Because I love her, I want her to have everything. It's her way or the highway. I respect her mind. I don't want to do anything that my wife is not 100% on board with because I'm in love. Now think about this now. Think about this. And see, because I'm in love, my wife don't have to tell me that she doesn't agree with something. I could see it on her face. She don't frown. She don't. I just could see it in her face. It's the slightest, most subtle change of countenance, and I could see it. She's not pleased. So 30 seconds later, I say, you know what? In another thought, I was thinking maybe we could do this. And then I could see the countenance. It's just very subtle. It'll go from to Yeah, I like that. I like that. And and because of this and because of this, and then she'll open up, she'll start expressing her points. But she's so sensitive to the spirit. That she don't want to emasculate me. She don't want to just tell me this is a bad idea. She don't want to. And see, sometimes I do something and I feel like I need to do it. I feel like I need to do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I want to feel like a real entrepreneur, because there was so many entrepreneurs that were saying solopreneurship is not real. You need to delegate authority. You need to have a team. If you're working from home, that is not real entrepreneurship. And my wife, she kept trying to tell me subtly, baby, don't listen to these people. Be thankful that God has allowed you to be in a position to do what you could do. Some of these men, they saying this stuff because they acting out of insecurity. I said, man, but I couldn't fully grasp it. And I went and got a skyrise office space on the 33rd floor. Skyline view, overseeing the city. Cost thousands of dollars a month. And I went there 5 times out of like 6 months. And she said, I had to let you do it. I let you do it because I knew you had to see for yourself. That's love right there. But because she let me do that, it made me love her even more, because she said, I knew it wouldn't kill us. I knew it wouldn't bankrupt us. But I knew what I was trying to tell you, you will get it once you get in there. So now, it's so much I want to do. It's so much I want to do. But because I'm in love with my wife, I listen to her. Because I know we're a team and she got my best interests at heart. So what you got to understand is that when a man falls in love, and let me tell you something now, this is what a lot of y'all ain't gonna understand. When a man falls in love, this is the deepest state of love. So don't ever get in love confused with fleeting. Don't ever get in love from a man confused with puppy love. Don't ever get in love from a man confused with something that's low level, that's surface level. See, listen, I love my wife and I'm real with my wife, but I don't ever want my wife to cry. I don't ever want my wife to hurt. We don't go to sleep mad. I want everything to be perfect for my wife. You hear me? I want her to have everything. If I see what y'all call a thought, if I see a thought with a G-Wagon from a rapper that's cheating on her, if I see a woman that is loose booty, that's showing all her booty online, and she got a Birkin bag, guess what? My wife getting a Birkin. My wife getting a G-Wagon. I don't want nobody to have nothing more than her. Listen, if a man, I want to sit and talk to my wife, and I sit and I have to catch myself and I got to listen to my wife, and she don't have problems. She don't have problems. And I created that. See, my wife has never had to call a town hall meeting with me. My wife has never had to say the words, listen, we need to talk. Never. Because I don't give her that. I don't give her a reason to say, hey, we need to talk. Because I'm not getting text messages from women that I'm sleeping with or trying to sleep with or trying to flirt with, or they trying to do that with me. My wife is not getting text. My wife has my passwords to my Facebook, my Instagram, everything. She can read all my DMs. So I give her no reason to worry. See, when a man is in love, he will alleviate your stress. See, the night before, we was up late because it was a boxing match on. My wife loved me, I love her. So, what I did, I took and ordered her something from Louis Vuitton here a couple weeks ago. And I ordered it for Christmas. And it cost me $2,200. So that's a Christmas gift. $2,200? That's a Christmas gift. That's a lot of money. But you know what? I gave it to her last week. And because I said, love, you can't wait to love. Christmas is a day that was created by man. Jesus ain't create Christmas. That's a day. So I want every day to be Christmas for my wife. My wife paycheck from last week, she get paid tomorrow. You know what her paycheck is from last week? It's $20,000. Do you know what she do in our company? She answer emails. She answer emails. But I want my wife to be paid because I would not be here without her. That is in love. See, I want to help you understand what in love is, because a lot of y'all got in love confused. You think in love because he want to suck your toes. You think in love because he out there. No, that's not in love. See, that right there is in lust. That's in love. Now, I do all that too now. But in love is sacrificial. See, in love, Ephesians 5, let me move the mic back because I'm getting too loud so the mic might pop out. See, Ephesians 5 say a husband. It says, husband, love your wives as Christ loves the church. See, Christ died for the church. That don't mean go get on the cross and allow somebody to crucify you. But what that means is crucify your flesh. Crucify your ego. Crucify your selfishness, your greed. See, that's what this means. It say be willing to die. Listen here. Listen here. I do not play about my wife. I posted a picture of my wife on Instagram. A woman talking about, and I put, she's a queen. A woman talking about, I don't see it. Block. If I had the time, I would have Googled, if I had her first and last name, I would have Googled her, find her address, get every address for her name, hire a slap man, a slap woman. And this woman is somebody who is hired to go and pay that woman $1,000, go and slap the saying my wife ain't no queen. Woman, do you know who you talking about? Woman, what are you talking about? Woman, don't you ever in your life say that my wife is not a queen. Woman, do you want to see tomorrow? Listen to me. This is a queen. No issues, no problem. Hold on, homeboy. Hey, she doing fine. You looking too hard. See, it was a relationship coach. It's a relationship coach that's on TV. This man on TV, he got a show on TV One. He DM my wife. Do you know that brother almost lost his life that night? Because I say, brother, now hold on. Now I know you know me. I know you know me. I know you know me. He got 20,000 followers on Instagram. Now, I ain't got no whole lot of followers, but I got over 900,000 on there. If you got 20,000 and I got over 900, you know who I am, boy. So how you follow my wife, but you don't follow me? But you married. And why is you commenting on my wife's stories? That man almost lost his life that night. Because listen, with the queen, now y'all don't take me all the way too serious here, but take me all the way serious. I do not play by her because I'm in love. See, this is what you got to understand. Hold on now. Commercial break. I'm getting too riled up. Because this right here upset me. This right here upset me. When the woman put this right here, this upset me because I say she don't understand what in love. She don't understand who talking. She must have thought this was another relationship coach. When I say 5 signs he's in love with you, I'm talking about real love. I ain't talking about no sacrifice. I ain't talking about no surface love. I'm talking about sacrificial love. I'm talking about if you look at my wife too long. If you disrespect my wife. Let me tell you, my wife got loud at a game, at a soccer game. A man gonna get loud with my wife. I stood up. I said, hey, you better watch who you talking to. He said, I'll knock you out. He said, I'll knock you the F out. I said, they'll read about you. I'm talking about in the newspaper. I said, they'll read about you. I said, you won't do nothing. He ain't broke it now. His friend came and broke it up. Do you know the next day we was at a tournament? Do you know the next day at that soccer game, at the youth soccer game, my son was 11 probably. Do you know I brought my gun to the game? And I had on basketball shorts just like these. Just like these Nike shorts, okay? And right up under these shorts, I put my belt on. I only got one belt. That's the Louis Vuitton belt that I got. I got one belt. I put that belt on up under here. Okay? Right here. Those drawers. That belt was wrapped around my waist. And in that belt was my gun. Because I ain't got no gun holster. I got a gun holster. But that belt was so tight on me. That belt had me sucked in. And that gun was right there. And it's about this big. Okay? It's a 380. Boom. You hear me? And I took that because I know they were going to be out there today. And that next day, listen, boy. Listen. If we get into it, first I'm going to try to box you, okay? If I get too tired, I'm finna shoot you. Because you're getting loud with my wife. You better watch yourself. Do you remember when I first, let me tell you something else. When I first started dating my wife, when I fell in love with my wife, she had a roommate that was harassing her. For whatever reason, the roommate was jealous of her. And the roommate had a ghetto friend. They stole my wife's purse. It was a fake Coach purse that I got from the swap meet. But my wife been there with me. So when you go on my wife's Instagram and you see my wife on a private jet, when you see my wife in Gucci, when you see my wife in Louis, I bought that. Some people, they look and they say, why she wear so many labels? Because I put it on her. Because that's a queen. That's a queen. Have you met a queen? Have you met a queen? That is a queen. My wife not finna wear Target clothes if I can afford Louis Vuitton. What you wear from Target is labels. But them labels just have not built their brand enough to be able to charge you $800, $900 for a shirt. They ain't built their brand enough. They ain't got enough brand recognition. So they don't want to put their name on the shirt because their name not worth nothing. But guess what? My wife wore Target. She still wear Target to this day. When she go shopping, she'll buy some Target. Me, I say, these leggings too cheap. We getting Lululemon. We wearing Lululemon leggings now. This Lululemon. $100 leggings, baby. Before I could afford it, I buy my wife $250 pair of jeans because you a queen. And they fit different. They feel different. The quality different. You're not just paying for a brand. It's totally different. I could show you my wife Louis Vuitton purse that I paid $1,200 for 8 years ago. It's still pristine condition. Pristine condition. When I buy her a $300 Michael Kors years ago, you got to have 5 of them a year. So by the time you done went through 5 Michael Kors purses, you could have had one Louis Vuitton that lasts you for the rest of your life. I could go get the purse and show you. I done bought my wife purses that have appreciated, that sell more today than when I bought their investment pieces. But that is a queen. That's how you treat a queen. See, when you in love. Now see, it's men who do the same thing. So don't get caught up on the material. But what I'm trying to help you understand is when a man fall in love, he wants you to have the best of the best. I got to work harder. You hear me? Because I want her to shine. When I post my wife, I done post 2 pictures that I done lost 1,000 followers. I post a picture, lost 1,000 followers. Post another picture, lost 1,000 followers. I might post another picture the other day to lose me another 1,000. Because I want to run them Jezebels off. If you jealous of a queen, get from around me. Get from around me. You jealous of a queen, you can have my butt to kiss. Matter of fact, you could suck this here toe. You see here? This is what I'm wearing today. I'm sitting at the restaurant and I'm like, I'm feeling a breeze on my foot. Now, these socks is called Stance socks, okay? This is a $10 pair of socks. Stance, send me a check, but y'all need to work on this. I put my sock on, my toe done bust through the sock. I say, what? Nah, this what I got on my foot. Now I bought me some new ones, but these still my old ones. I probably had them 2-3 years, so yeah, they old. But you see, but you won't catch my wife with a hole in her sock. You hear me? Because I'm gonna make sure. I'm sitting there yesterday. I get an email from Nike. I go through and I get my wife a whole haul. I did a Nike haul. And it was leggings, hoodies, shirts, shoes. I'm just clicking. I got the Apple credit card. I got approved for the Apple credit card. Apple, give me a credit card. Boom, pay with Apple Pay. Boom, paid for it. Boom. All right, boom. So yesterday I said, baby, you want to see the Nike haul I did? She said, yeah, I'll take a look at it. I said, I don't wait for holidays. When you in love, every day is your holiday. Every day is the queen holiday. Today I just got an email from Dior. I'm finna go on there and I'm finna buy something from Dior. I got shoppers around the country for my wife. I got one in New York that just texted me 2 days ago. I say text me Tuesday. I'm talking about tomorrow. I got one down in Naples, Florida. I got one in Bal Harbor, Florida. I got shoppers around the country for the queen, and I tell them anything new come in, send me the picture and let me tell you if I can afford it or not. So they sending me pictures. I can't even show. See, the queen, she could be the top fashion blogger in the country, but she don't show y'all none of what she got because she know women is jealous and bitter. She know it's so many women that's jealous and bitter. And that's a shame that the world is like that. But the queen can't even monetize because like fashion bloggers, and see, this is the thing, we got to normalize black luxury because the white girls, the white women, they will show you luxury down. They will show you $500,000 worth of luxury and ain't nobody got a problem with it. But if a black woman show you luxury, oh, why does she have so many labels? That is not classy to have so many labels. It ain't classy because you ain't got you a man buying it for you and you jealous. So when you was a woman and you don't have your man yet, you ain't met your husband yet, but you could look at another woman and how her man treat her, and you could say, man, I'm happy for her. Lord bless her. Lord, send my husband who get me for nothing gifts. When you got that kind of spirit, guess what is coming? If what I'm saying right now making you mad, you part of the problem. Because you mad and you hate to see another woman get love from a man. Because yours ain't came yet. Guess what? He not coming. If you nasty like that. If you mad about what my wife got and how she get treated and how I will go to, listen to me. I will do life for my wife with a smile on my face. Do you hear me? And when I'm on Rikers Island, I will be networking in the jail, in the prison. Networking. Hey, boo, 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 boo. Hey, make the connection right here. Hey, look here. I'm in here. I'm locked down. Hey, but I got courses outside. I got online courses. They selling. I got books. They selling. I got YouTube videos. They going out there. YouTube putting advertisements on them. So, hey, boom, I'm gonna put some money on your books. Hey, connect me with El Chapo nephew. Hey, connect me with such. So we can, cause I need to find somebody who I could wire some money to and buy me an island over in Tahiti, and somebody that when we go out on the chain gang, I need to get broke out. So I need somebody to break me out like they do on the movie. Boom, put me on the plane. Boom, fly my wife over there. Boom, meet my wife, and boom, in a country that I can't be extradited out of. You see me? I will be in there doing life because I made somebody swallow their teeth because they cussed at the queen in traffic. Do you hear me? This is a queen. When a man fall in love with you. And see, let me tell you something that I know. It's about 10% of men who fall in love the way I'm talking about. It's about 10% of men. So what that mean? That mean 700 million. No, 300 million. So it's room for you. It's a man out there for you. Okay. All right. He out there out of 300 million men. It's 3 billion men in the world. Out of 300 million, it's a man for you. Come on now. So listen. But most men, see, like this lady who wrote this, the reason why she feel like in love is something that's fleeting is because she can't imagine it. Because she ain't never felt it. See, when you feel it, when a man is in love with you, you ain't got to question that. You don't have to question that. me and my wife, after I showed her the Nike haul, she said, I could tell you didn't shop for me on this Nike app because when I click on a shoe, it automatically show me size 8.5. I say that's because I have the app preferences set to your sizes because I don't shop for myself. I'm only thinking about you. She just started smiling. She couldn't stop it. She just started smiling. But that was the truth. I sign up on the app. Sometimes I go in the app and I'm like, why they showing me all women stuff? And I forgot because when I downloaded the Nike app, it say who you shopping for. I put a woman. And it asked for the sizes, 8.5, medium. And so that's all I see is stuff for women. Because every single day I'm looking for a way to show my wife that I am thinking about her every single day. So, and it's different ways. So yes, I could sit there and I talk to her and I listen to her. And you know when I'm talking to her, what she want to talk about? She may be talking to me about a blog. She may be talking to me about somebody on YouTube, a blogger. That's what she may be talking to me about. She may be talking to me about something that's so random. Come here, buddy. What you need? What you need, buddy? Hey, bro.
I have a wiggly tooth.
You have a wiggly tooth? Oh, wow. It's going to come out soon. I love you. We're going to get the tooth fairy. She might be talking to me about a blogger. She might be telling me about something, and listen. She don't work for nobody else, so she don't have to come home with work stress, and she don't come home with work stress and work gossip. But sometimes I be want to hear a little gossip. I be want to hear, hey, what's going on at the schoolhouse? Might have a little gossip about something going on. Hey, give me a little bit of that gossip. You know what I'm saying? And I be busy, I be tied up because I'm trying to feed my family. So boom, it's quality time. And then it's about understanding. See, when you in love, this is what a lot of y'all don't understand. When you in love, a man who in love with his wife, see, one thing I realize about sex, it's a plus, not a priority. It's a plus. My wife, she'll try to look out for me. Make sure I'm good sexually. No, baby. Hey. Go to sleep. You too tired. When you ain't sleep good. Go to sleep. Get you some rest. You see what I'm saying? I know if I wasn't in love. Oh yeah. Come on. Girl, come here. Girl, come here. Got a headache? Oh, I don't care. This'll help. You hear me? But when you in love, however long it take. Oh, you gotta have a surgery for your back pain? Okay, boom. 12 weeks. No intercourse, 12 weeks. Okay. Hey, you're gonna rub your feet. All right, gonna rub. I done had to go through that. Had 2 kids, gotta go 6 weeks. 6 weeks, no Angela, no funny business. Okay, hey, you know what it is? When you in love. See, what I need you to understand is when a man is in love with you, majority of your days, yeah, you're gonna have disagreements. See, my wife, if we may have a disagreement, it may make her emotional because she's a perfectionist. And she don't want to do anything that's going to upset me. She don't want to do anything that's going to offend me. So if we have a disagreement and she get emotional, it's because it's her personality. She a perfectionist. And so, but sometimes I may have to educate her. Every now and then, once a year, I have to educate her about men, the way men think, the way men act. If I see her, at the game, and it's a little too much conversating going on, I gotta let her know about how men is. I also gotta remind her of how sexy she is, how fine she is, because she don't realize it because she's so humble. So she, like a lot of women who look like my wife, who look good as my wife, they won't deal with or talk to women that don't look like them. So if a woman, her body is different, her complexion is different, her hair is different, her finances is different, they won't talk to my wife. Like they won't talk to them women. A lot of women who look like my wife, who beautiful. They have like, you know, like the Mean Girls clique. They ain't my wife. That is not my wife. That's not my wife. She talk to any and everybody, any woman, any age, any race, any socioeconomic status, any income level, anybody. She treat them equal and will talk their head off and be nice to them. But she got to feel them though. She got to feel them. If she not fake, she don't fake. If she don't feel your energy, if she don't really trust you, and she feel like you trying to get over on her husband in business, she feel like you ain't bringing enough to the table. She feel like you trying to take advantage of me. She sense that out. She gonna keep you a little distant. She gonna keep you a little distant. If you ain't no threat, she gonna welcome you on in. But she'll be a little distant with men who come around me, who they trying to do business, they want to be mentored. She'll be a little hesitant because she want to make sure that they motives right. Listen to me. When a man love you, you ain't gonna have to question it. You ain't got to watch no video. 5 signs he's in love with you. That video done went viral. That was an accident video. I ain't have no notes. I ain't even write that stuff down. I'm talking on top of my head. That video done got about 900,000 views. What in the world? Because there's so many women in a relationship with a man who ain't thinking about them. A man who's selfish. A man who greedy. And you telling yourself, oh, that's men. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a man who don't like you. That's a man who not your husband. That's what that is. Okay? Understand that right now. Understand that right now. And when you get that through your skull, then you're going to realize, listen, it look different on this side of in love. It look different on this side. So don't ever confuse love with in love. Because see, what you got to understand about love, is levels to love. Listen to me now. Listen to me. I love the desktop. I'm be extremely mad with you. You knock this off this here desk. Guess what though? I love the desktop. Guess what? I turn this desktop on 1 time a month. I might raffle it off. You'll use it more than me. I might raffle it off. I turn this on 1 time a month. You know why? Because I use this here. I use my laptop. Okay? I just bought me a new laptop. Okay? So this right here finna go to my niece. Because she want to be an editor. You hear me? See, when you love something, love different than in love. See, a man love his car. I love my car. I love my shoes. I love my office. But I'm not in love with it. See, in love is all encompassing. In love is all consuming. See, in love, it enwraps you, engulfs you. In love consumes you. See, in love, it is all through every fiber of your being. See, when in love, you want the person from head to toe, inside and out. See, when in love, it's different. It's different. See, when in love, a man will die for and kill for. Now, he may say that out his mouth, but he lying if he's cheating on you. If you recently caught him cheating, he's not in love with you. If you've caught him emotionally, physically, spiritually, any kind of cheating with a woman, he's lying to you. He's not in love with you. But yes, he may love you. See, that right there what confused y'all. See, a man can love you and cheat on you. But a man cannot be in love with you and cheat on you. See, it's semantics. So it depends on how you define it. But when that's coming from me, don't ever confuse when I say in love with fleeting. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. With an emotional state. No. See, in love is not contingent upon what side of the bed I woke up on. See, in love is for better or worse, for richer or poorer. See, in love is if I'm mad, if I'm sad, if I'm angry, if I'm happy, if I'm exuberant, if I'm joyous, if I'm elated, I love my wife the same. I'm in love. Do you hear me? My last dime, my last dollar, my last breath. She could be in the wrong. And you gonna still feel it. Now, I will let her know she in the wrong later. But I'm not gonna take your side in front of her. I'm not gonna let you feel like you right and she wrong. She could be wrong as 3 left feet on one body. But in front of you, she 100% right. Absolutely 100% right. But then I talk to her in person. Baby, listen now. You ain't have to get that crunk now. You ain't have to get no attitude like that now. Hold on now. Hold on now. We millionaires now, but don't act like it now. You got that, you know. Act like how you act when we was $20,000 a year now. Yeah, life can change now. You see what I'm saying? Now that don't happen because, you know, she ain't like that. But she about business now. She about business. But I let every single woman in my life know. When I say in my life, I mean people I work with, colleagues, all that. At our suite, I posted a picture of our suite at the Tampa Bay Bucks Stadium. So we got a one of these suites that's just for your family. And the concierge, the waitress, the waiter, whatever the queen say, that's what goes. Mr. Tony, do you want to do this? Your wife said, if my wife said it, that's what we doing. Whatever she say do, that's what we doing. Whatever she say she need, that's what we need in here. Let me help you understand something. It ain't about her. It ain't that she perfect. It ain't that she don't make mistakes. It ain't that she don't have personality flaws. It's that I'm in love with her. And I'm loving her the way the Bible instructs me to love her, as Christ loves the church. See, in love from a man, a real man, is the greatest and the deepest and the strongest form of love. Now, people gonna come and give you words, and they're gonna title it, oh, that's such and such love. You got Eros, Yergros, Legros, Nagros, Lagos, Nigeria. They're gonna give it all kind of names for no. It's love and it's in love. You love your dog. Some of y'all in love with your dog. I'm not gonna kill for my dog. I'm not gonna die for my dog. God bless her. May she go to doggy heaven. But I'm not finna sacrifice for my dog. Okay, some of y'all be tongue kissing your dog. That's okay, that's on y'all. Me, no, that's an animal. That is an animal. But for the queen, okay, for my 2 sons, that love right there, it's all on the same level. It's all on, but it's even different for the queen though, because that's my wife. That come first. They come from their mama. They come from their mama. So I ain't gonna give them everything I get a mama now. Cause they ain't ready for it. They ain't ready, they young. But my wife, see, look, you go on my wife page, at Cherie Gaskins on Instagram, you go on my page, you see my wife. People go on my wife and they try to zoom in on her wrist and they count it up. They'll add it up. Cartier. Okay, boom. They'll Google Cartier diamond bracelet. Boom, boom. They'll see the price of it. Cartier love bracelet. Boom. They'll see the price of it. Rolex. Boom, boom, boom. They'll see the price of it. They try to add up my wife's wrist. Then they try to add up her clothes. How much they cost? What you got here? What you got here? Boom, 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 boom. See, listen. That's me. My wife not into all that. She don't care about none of that. See, that stuff from Louis Vuitton and Gucci, that's called ready to wear. Okay? I went and learned about that because I say this a queen. You don't adorn queen in regular threads. I'm not putting the queen in Fashion Nova. I buy now I got on Fashion Nova. It don't never fit right. The sizes ain't right because they not made for women like my wife. They made for women who want to show a little bit more everything. They ain't for my wife, but I get her some lingerie. Okay, try it out. So I ain't against the little, stuff that, but it's like, because I'm in love with my wife, I want to max out if I can afford $900 for a t-shirt and it was woven by the Queen of England, I want that $900 t-shirt if I can afford it instead of a $90 t-shirt, instead of a $9 t-shirt, because I want her to have the best of the best. And when I get that in my hand and I feel it, I said, this quality is totally different. This thing will last years. Oh my goodness. So It's the investment of it. Whereas when I could only afford a shirt from Charlotte Russe, from Hot Tropics, from Gap and Old Navy, when I could only afford those places, I realized the quality was different. You got to buy it over and over and over. You wear it one time and the string hanging off. Wear it one time, got a string hanging here. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels. So as I elevated because of her love and her support, I got to elevate her. See, it's men who have millions and millions of dollars and they won't buy their wife a $5,000 purse. And I say, why you won't get her a $5,000 purse? Why you won't get her a $5,000 purse? Man, I ain't finna get that. $5,000 baby, it's been a while. I say, listen, if they make it, somebody buying it and somebody wearing it. So if this your wife, this your queen, and you can afford it, and see, this is why I try to tell people, because people, I will never spend $500. But it's like this right here. It's like this right here. If you make $500 a week and you go buy a $50 purse, then that purse is 10% of your weekly earning. If you buy a $5,000 purse, but you make $50,000, that $5,000 purse is 10% of your weekly earning. So these two people actually just spent the same amount of money based on their abilities. So I heard the pastor say one time, he say, it ain't expensive, you just can't afford it. And see, because I'm in love, I want my wife to have the absolute best of everything. I want her to have the best conversation with me. I want her to have the best love making with me. I want her to have the best dinner with me. I want her to have the best house, the best couch, the best bed, the best car. I want her to have the best vacation, the best flight, the best hairdo, the best makeup, the best shoes. If it got to go on your feet, I want the absolute best shoes that my money can buy, which is our money, can buy for her feet. I don't want no bargain shoe if I can afford better, because I'm in love with her. So let me help you understand this, since the last time y'all want to argue and poke holes. If your man won't sacrifice his ego, his will, his way, his youthful lust, if he won't sacrifice for you, he is not in love with you. But he may have love for you. Because see, look up the definition of love. You will see a strong affection for, a strong liking of. See, love can be shallow. Love ain't just got one definition. Love can be shallow, but when he in love, what I mean by that is all encompassing. What I mean is all consuming. You see what I mean? So every man is capable of it, but most men fear it because it's a vulnerable state. You open for attack. If my wife want to cheat on me, I'll be crushed. If she want to leave me, I'll be crushed. But I realize in order to get everything out of love, I have to go to that space. Because if I don't go to that space, I will never experience her fullness. I will never see her at her best. Her glow will never be as luminescent as it could be. I don't even know if that's a word, if it go, but it sounds good. So we're going to use it. So listen to me. I want to see her glow radiant like the sun, like the moon. You hear me? I want her to shine. See, when another woman see her, I want you. God forgive me, but I want you to feel a little jealousy. If you don't feel a little twinge of jealousy, I ain't doing my job. Now I want you to get over the jealousy, cause that's a sin to operate from jealousy. So I don't want you to stay there. I don't want you to stay there now, but I want you to, Lord, please, Lord, send my husband. Come on, Lord. I want you to call on the name of the Lord, because you saw the love that Cherie Gaskins got, and that you could feel it through the picture. That you ain't got to meet my wife. You ain't got to shake her hand. You ain't got to feel her energy, her spirit. But you could look at a picture and say, that woman in love. That woman is loved. You hear me? And let me tell you something. If you want to say something about the queen, you better make sure your whole identity online is masked. Because I can't promise you tomorrow.
if you come out your mouth sideways about the queen. And let me tell you something. If anything, any critique you got about the queen, make sure it's your best one, because it's going to be your last one. Because I read every single comment, because I'm looking for you. I'm canceling the demons, spiritually and physically. I'm hit. Block! If you spell queen wrong, I might block you, because it's disrespectful. You hear me? And when and listen to me. Yes, I'm being dramatic right now, but it's coming from this how much love I got in me. But let me help you understand. This ain't no act. This ain't no act. Look me in my eyes. I ain't playing with you. It's real love over here. You hear me? This in love. So listen. Don't compare your little raggedy boyfriend to this over here. You need to get the test of time. You need to know for sure that this man willing to die for you, willing to ill for you. You hear me? Willing to sacrifice for you. You hear me? Anybody could get it. My mama know not to disrespect my wife. My sister know not to disrespect my wife. My daddy know not to disrespect my wife. My daddy wife, he remarried, know not to everybody around me know not to disrespect my wife. Do you hear me? You can't talk bad about her. If you got a problem with my wife, you got a problem with me. You hear me? Auntie and everybody. Because why? The Bible say, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. And I take that to heart. I take that serious. So listen, don't ever come on my page and confuse what in love look like when it's coming from me. Another man's definition of in love might be different. Your definition of in love might be different, but that's why this is my page. Okay? Put your definition of in love on your page. But on this page, we need to be very clear about what in love look like from a man. See, and don't wrap this up because you tight on your finance right now and you just feel like, oh, it's all material. No, it ain't got nothing to do with material. You missing a whole point. The point is that I want my wife to have the maximum of what I can provide. My maximum attention, my maximum vision, my maximum articulation, my maximum finances, my maximum experiences. That's why last summer we went to Europe and we did a 6-week. I did not want to do that. That is not how I'm built. I do not like that kind of stuff. I did not want to spend that kind of money. But my wife wanted to do that. So I sacrificed. I sucked it up. I put a smile on my face and I loved it. And now I wish I could do it every summer. Baby, I can't see you because of the light in my eye. Come to the office. It's time to take Tatum. Tatum, he got practice? DA? Okay. It's 5. Tatum practice 5:30? Hey, I got to go. Because it's time to take my son's practice. And you see what I'm saying? When you in love. See, my wife ain't got nothing to do tonight. She finna be at home. I mean, doing the stuff around the house. But I'm finna get off here, which help earn a living, to go take my sons to practice. Because that's my job. So when some of y'all on the other video telling me why you couldn't just drive your kids to school and get them signed up and let your wife stay home in bed and sleep, because that's her job. That's what she do. So I drove her so that she could just ride and not have the stress of trying to drive there. But she wanted to go there and get them set up because that's what she do. She over the school board. She over the school department. I'm over this right here. That's why she not on here, YouTube, making video. So don't question my love for my wife. Okay? Because I ain't let her, because she ain't stay home and go to sleep. And I drove her in the vehicle. I became that. Normally she drive herself. I be up late studying and working. So when I got up with a headache and was tired, because normally I sleep longer than that. But I got up, went with my headache, and I drove her because I'd rather drive with my headache than her drive with her headache. Because when you parents and you got kids, you understand this. You don't always get 8 hours of sleep. You'll know that. But hey, I got to go. I just want to clear that up. Just let y'all know. Don't get this confused over here about what in love look like. Okay. So listen to this again and get this in your spirit so that when you will know when your man love you and when he in love with you, if he willing to sacrifice for you on this type of level, what I'm talking to you about. Sacrifice his ego and everything. Hey, you hear me? So, hey, God bless you. And we'll talk soon.